Area 51 has spent decades as the internet's favorite punchline and conspiracy theory, completely saturated in extraterrestrial mythology. But today, we are going to strip away the sci-fi folklore. We are going to build a concrete, fact-based dossier built entirely on declassified history. Open a new digital document or grab a notebook. Log the true coordinates, the official aviation codes, the actual aircraft tested there, and the physics behind the sightings. Because the declassified reality of what happened in the Nevada desert is far more interesting than the internet rumors. Step 1 is pinpointing the location. This is the Groom Lake Salt Flat, located 83 miles north-northwest of Las Vegas. At the top of your dossier, log the facility's official CIA and Air Force designation, Homey Airport. Next, we map the perimeter. Moving north from Las Vegas, the government draws a multi-mile restricted boundary around Groom Lake, R4808N. Within this box, civilian navigation databases flash a strict no-fly warning under identifier code KXTA. This establishes that Area 51 is a legally defined, highly restricted piece of United States military infrastructure. Document what actually required this level airspace restriction. Create a section for indigenous Cold War aircraft testing, beginning in 1955 with Project Aquatone. Log the very first major airframe tested on the dry lake bed, the black, long-winged Lockheed U-2 spy plane. Next, record the 1959 A-12 Oxcart, then the 1981 F-117 stealth fighter. These were human achievements by Lockheed. The extreme security protocols at Homey Airport were established to hide these aviation designs from Soviet espionage. Start a third section in your dossier titled Foreign Exploitation. Beyond building domestic prototypes, the facility was used to analyze captured enemy aircraft. Log Project Have Donut from 1968. This program reverse-engineered and tested a Soviet MiG-21 brought over by a defecting Iraqi pilot. Next, at Project Have Drill, which involved the evaluation and mock dogfighting of acquired Syrian MiG-17s. By flying these acquired jets, Navy and Air Force pilots received highly classified training to defeat Soviet aircraft in combat. Groom Lake functioned as a real-world laboratory to neutralize America's primary geopolitical threats, ultimately saving American lives during the Vietnam War. For Step 4, we can use the flight data you just logged to decode the flying saucer phenomenon of the 1950s. Look at this altitude chart. In the 1950s, commercial airliners cruised at 20,000 feet, while the secret U-2 flew above 60,000. At dusk, lower altitudes fall into darkness, but the sun's rays still hit the U-2, beaming a fiery reflection downwards. Years later, test flights of the wide, titanium-bodied A-12 Oxcart, moving at over 2,000 miles per hour, triggered a similar wave of UFO reports. The government received these sighting reports from confused commercial pilots. They knew the lights were just their own aircraft, but they couldn't correct the public record without breaking operational secrecy. The earthly physics of classified aviation inadvertently birthed the world's most famous extraterrestrial myth. Your dossier is now complete. You have replaced the fiction with concrete facts, the KXTA airspace code, Project Oxcart, and the physics of high-altitude light reflection. But while the history we've discussed is completely declassified, the facility itself remains highly active today. The warning signs at the perimeter explicitly prohibit photography and state that the use of deadly force is authorized. If you approach the border, you will encounter severe perimeter security, including hidden motion detectors and private security contractors, commonly referred to as camo dudes. Stay curious and keep adding to your digital research file, because the boundary of Groom Lake is not a place you want to test in person.